Gamers of Reddit. What was the creepiest, scariest thing you heard someone say on their mic? I was doing a Destiny 2 raid and a guy started violently beating his kids. Like we could hear the sound of a belt in the background and the screams of the children. He then came back and was all chipper like, "Alright, sorry for the noise, let's get back to it." And all of us were dead fucking silent. Back in like 2008 or '09, I remember some kid on TeamSpeak having his mother yelling at him in the background, and the woman sounded like the Marge Simpson sisters with a smoker's voice. GRAAAAAAANT. Come get your tasty toast. I don't know if it qualifies as creepy, but it always kind of disturbed me. For a month or so I did team PvP with a random guy from the game I played. I was between semesters so I had a lot of free time. I'd play 8 to 10 hours a day, and often with this guy. Every few hours I'd hear a toddler screaming in the background, and he'd never do anything about it. Just tune it out and keep gaming. Every day around 5 p.m. he'd stop what he was doing, even if in the middle of a match, and in the sweetest tone go, "Hey honey. How was your day? How are you doing?" It was just so fake and sugary. The picture painted was that he was a stay-at-home dad while his wife worked. He didn't do anything all day but game, but he knew he had to put on an act when she got home. He disappeared one day, stopped coming online. I found out from another guy that he was living in a trailer with his girlfriend and their kid. She got tired of him doing fuck all and kicked him out. Normal shit you hear being a chick on the internet. Lots of rape threats, sexual harassment, etc. I've gotten to the point where it doesn't even register in my head as anything but background noise. Worst was probably when I was 12, playing on my iPad. A guy on the text chat threatened to dox me and followed me around the game world, right behind me, claiming we were having sex. I just wanted to play a fun PvE zombie game, yo. Dipped pretty quick, couldn't sleep that night. Creeps online don't remember it in a week, but that shit fucked with me as a kid. I don't wanna die. Friend of mine said this before passing away a few months later as a result of cancer. Scary, because it made me stop and consider my own life and the time I have left, as well as all the life this friend would miss. Was playing Destiny 2 on PS4 a year ago, when I met some people from a clan. I wanted to do some raids so I joined. A few weeks later one of the clan leaders told me, in a cold and absent voice, that he once killed 2 people in an accident. He then proceeded that he now works in a warehouse, driving a stapler all day, and that he constantly speeds, because people should pay attention where they walk and it's not his fault if they get run over. I didn't play with them from then on and soon left the clan. I don't want to know what's going on in his head. My address. I've heard stories of people using Nintendo Switch online voice chat to send photos to each other on E-rated games. This wasn't something someone said over the mic, but something that was heard through mine. I was playing Tiger Woods golf with one of my IRL friends back in like 2012. My computer was only a few feet away from my Xbox at the time. I hadn't touched it in hours, didn't have any windows or applications open, or anything like that. I lived alone in my apartment at the time, so nobody else was there. My friend and I were just chatting away when suddenly my computer speakers play "Our House" in the middle of our street, loud enough for him to hear. That's the only line from the song it played, and just cut off after. He asked, "WTF was that?" I really had no answer. Even to this day I can't figure out why it happened, and I've worked IT for almost 20 years. It couldn't even be a cached file spontaneously playing because I'd never listened to that song on that computer. Absolutely no clue how, or why it happened, but my heart had a good jolt for a while after. I am Indian studying in EU, therefore I play in EU servers, Dota 2. The amount of racism I get as soon as I speak is unreal. Smiley face. Playing WoW years ago, 12 or so when this happened, with longtime Guildies. The raid leader was talking and giving instruction and then cut out with, "What the fuck was that? Hey, who are?" And then the mic went silent. 40 of us just sat there wondering what happened. No one knew the raid leader in person, or where they lived, so we tried contacting customer service to report it. I don't remember what Blizzard did. It was like 12 years ago, but the raid kind of fell apart that night. I think the cops did get sent because they eventually made it to the raid leader's apartment. Next day, raid leader was on and apologized. Someone walked into their apartment and went into their bedroom. Turns out a senior neighbor, I think it was an older lady, but, again, 12 years, got lost, and thought they were on their floor. They walked into the apartment. RL forgot to lock the door, and got startled into their bedroom when he shouted out. The senior were very confused as to who this loud person was in their apartment, but ended up feeding raid leader cookies, his own as it turned out, until the police came and sorted it out. No charges, and raid leader thought it was funny, and had a nice conversation with the other person, and then the police walked them back to their own room and did a wellness check. I guess the senior was living with an adult child, but wandered off and got lost. So it ended up being a happy story. But hearing your friend, associate get cut off in mid-speech and then going AFK, timing out of the game while shouting, "Who are you?" was the creepiest thing I overheard. Half of us were sure they just got jumped by someone. The other half thought it was a bad joke. I also was just a year out from my own B&E incident where I was held up at gunpoint and robbed, so I was having a bit of a panic attack too. I was playing with my friend D and we were playing Minecraft with a couple of our other friends and D said something stupid and I told him to shut the hell up and he said, "Keep talking to me like that and I'll bring my Glock to school and take care of everybody who keep bullying me starting with you." We know he was joking but this happens a lot. Not creepy in the traditional sense, but my name on console is Rip Jordy. Nobody died, but it's a football reference. I have had a few instances where people will type over comms or just be talking and say shit like, "I bet Jordy is burning in hell now," or, "Fuck your friend Jordy," some shit like that. Never ceases to amaze me how cruel we can be. GTA lobby. Someone hears me talking and realizes I'm American. All of a sudden he starts yelling, "Fuck you American piece of shit. Fuck Obama. Back when he was prez, and that we deserve another 9/11. Then started saying how he's going to come to my house and kill me for killing people in his country. I just left so I didn't have to deal with it anymore. Mostly people threatening to come to my house and attack me. One time on Siege, I was in a party with some folks I just met. A new guy joins, and he knows the girl in the party, her address, and starts texting her stuff like which room she's in. We dealt with it quickly. Harder daddy. I can swear I heard a kid get beaten something like a belt. I was playing Watch Dogs 2 and the dude I was playing with said someone was in his house and the last I heard of him was a shotgun cocking and him screaming "Who's there?" Edit. For those asking his game tag it's Julene Bike 699 on Xbox. Some guy read me my IP address and postal address and I was like, yeah dude I already know where I live. Stupid idiot. Look behind you, he was behind me. Was playing Team Fortress 2 years ago and had to listen to a guy read the Team Adventure time smut between Finn and Jake. One time I was play a game, TF2. I just someone mic turns on and the only thing you heard is a loud bang not like a gunshot or like glass shatter and then his mic turns on and all you hear is grunting for 3 seconds and he just disconnected. I don't know if he dropped he lamp or was playing around but it scared me. In Norway we get r***ped by reindeer. Some guy on SCP secret lab. I'm a girl. A dude told me he wanted to fuck my ass so hard shit came out and then shove my shit in his ass. Their PP being like, ___________. PUBG lobby. Goddamn plane ride. What hasn't been heard? GTA someone's on mic said he fucked his sister. I just recently had to block a guy who was pretty clingy and needy. I'd share more details, but I'm worried about him having an account and seeing this and revealing himself. Regardless, he made me really uncomfortable and it was disappointing because I did enjoy playing Foe 76 with him. PSA. Guys, if you come across any girls on a game, keep it in your pants and just treat us like we're other human beings. I personally really hate playing by myself, but at this point I feel like I have to cause all of my other friends have stopped playing, and it's rare, in my experience, to run into a guy who just wants to play the game and have a chill, fun time. Said he was making some sort of chemical, but I don't remember what it was. He just stated it. He never went into full detail on how or if he was really producing any chemical substances. This was on Counter-Strike of all places. I think I came to this post a lot more prepared than I needed to be, and that's a good thing. Anyways, worst thing I have heard is just some really racist shit in a Valorant match. No, Uncle John. Don't touch me there. That. Or get in the fucking van, kid. Now. Something along those lines. I played Smite with a couple. They lived together, and were both super friendly. Well, at the end of a long streak of losses and some frustrating games, and after a bunch of beers, the guy was very angry, and was yelling at the girl who was quiet at this point. They both left Discord fairly quickly. I was worried for a moment that might be abusing her because of the way they were talking on Discord. I had texted the girl several times trying to make sure they were okay, but I didn't get a response. There wasn't anything I could do. Luckily, the girl had messaged me in the morning saying they were 100% okay, and that they fell asleep quickly so they didn't have to keep being sad about the games. It's been a while, Ponpon. If you see this, I hope you too are doing well. Maybe not creepy but very off-putting. Context. Star Trek Bridge Crew Online. Person joins the lobby. Most everyone on that game automatically uses he, him pronouns for everyone. This person immediately says, "Hello, I am a woman and I use she, her pronouns. If you could refer to me like that, that would be great." Two of us in the 4-person room, me and one other person. Just say okay and move on. The fourth person goes, "Oh, you fucker. Why are you playing a male game, UW, asterisk, 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 asterisk? You looking to get R, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk and F, asterisk, 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 asterisk in the asterisk, asterisk by a big fat Chad, or are you just a kind of C, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk S, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk?" That guy was immediately kicked, but the other player got really silent for a few minutes. I could tell that she wasn't too happy after that. Thankfully, the angry guy was kicked after just a few seconds, as quick as the host could get the menu open. Still, that was really an uncomfortable thing. I just wanted to make some quick money on a GTA mission with a friend, and he invited another guy that he met in another game. I was, sure, why not? We get a fourth random in there as well. Mission starts. 3 minutes in, this third guy orders us to pull over at the side of the road. I'm like, what for? He's like, just pull over, you'll see. So we're all there stating on our cars. Out of nowhere, this guy, probably high on drugs, starts chanting a religious prayer for like 20 minutes long, acts like God miraculously cured this fourth random's back pain and I don't know what more. For some reason the other two people in the game thought this was pretty normal and never objected. After 20 minutes I had enough of that troll shenanigans and left to find a session that was willing to use GTA for what it's made. The "what the fuck just happened there?" kept spooking trough my head for the rest of the day. Alright gamers, let's take out our gaming juice and take a swig. I was on GTA and some dude asked me where I lived. He sounded creepy. I tried to block him on Xbox. Don't hate please, but I couldn't, so I reported him for harassment and trying to share personal info. Not necessarily creepy or scary, but weird. Some random kid in Fortnite was talking strategies. When all of a sudden me, my friend, no Mike Phil, and the strategist, says, "Okay, I need you Mr. Chicken Boy. I play as Tinder Defender, to flank left around Dusty Depot. And you Mrs. Noodle Flap." My friend had played as her only skin, the inflatable tube thingy, will flank right. And I, the Grandmaster, shall build a quadruple-decker, Snoople Uber base right here. I was laughing so hard after hearing quadruple-decker, Snoople. And thanks to this kid's strategy, we won. Not quite the answer you're looking for, but the scariest thing I've heard during a game is, while playing Alien on PS4, my sleeping cat made a sudden loud alien noise right behind my head. I put the controller down and left the room because I was so shook. I was chilling in Destiny 2 after completing the first few missions and I was in that big area with that thing you had to hack into, and as I am new to the game I asked some other people who was there some questions on how to play and how they got that cool armor. I asked this one guy for tips and he said, and I quote, "Fuck off you low level N, asterisk, 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 asterisk R. I am black but didn't know I don't think. Long story short, I don't play anymore. I'm a girl. Get the normal crap. My young daughter woke up, said something, and thus guy went ballistic. I had paused and was helping her. Got back and he was kicked from the party. My group sent me the recording. He went crazy about wanting to fuck my then 4-year-old daughter. It was way too descriptive and detailed to post, but I was both scared to the point of tears and wanted to find the MF to skin him alive and set him on fire. Not nearly as creepy as it is weird, but a barking dog. Me and my friend were in a private party between matches at like 1 in the morning, and we both heard the barking and snarling of a dog. Neither of us had a dog at the time. It was weird. I once played a cursed game of CS:GO. People are usually toxic and I'm fine with that. But this time some dude was just screaming into the mic, constantly. Constantly. This is hard to explain. But the screams didn't seem like they were a joke, but they also didn't sound they came from an injury or violence. It sounded like the scream of someone in hell. I could have muted it, but something held me back. Once we got to the bomb site, a couple players took the extra step of burning themselves in their own Molotov before chain. Soon it was just me and the screamer. I bailed from there. Playing GTA Online one night and heard some kid say to his sibling, "Hey, we better let Kevin out before mom gets home." I found it quite creepy. I guess it could have been a dog maybe? Never met a Kevin the dog though. Poor Kevin was probably locked in a fucking cupboard. I was playing Overwatch in competitive mode. I have a high-pitched voice, but I am in my early 20s. This guy decided that he was the best DPS ever, Genji, OFC, and that we should unquestioningly listen to him during our match. I refused to pocket heal him cuz duh. Pocket healing is stupid and only is useful in very particular situations. Because of my high-pitched voice, he decided that I was 13 years old. He told me that I was shit, and etc. That I would be lucky to be on his team, that I wished I was his girlfriend, and that I was going to get raped. He repeated that someone was going to come find me and rape me because, according to him, that was what happened to 13-year-old girls. I don't know what was worse, the fact that before I refused to pocket him, he was making sexual comments towards, flirting with me, thinking that I was only 13, or that when I didn't do what he wanted, he thought the appropriate consequence should be rape. Thanks for watching. See you later.